Alright, hello everybody. Starting up a Archipelago multi-world with some friends today. I'll be playing Satisfactory. Got a few others out there playing Hollow Knight, Kirby 64, Tetris Stack. So, should be good times. Got this, I'm only doing phase 3, so I'm not doing the entire game. I'm doing about half of it, so we'll see how well that goes. But also I have like everything else randomized. I have the resource nodes randomized, recipes randomized, and where I'm just going to start is going to be randomized. So we'll see how that goes. I have it skipping the world, and we will go from there. Let's see where we start off at. Last time I touched this, it dropped me off in right in the middle of dangerous territory, so that was fun. Oh, we're starting in the desert today. Okay. All right. Alright, come on. Wait for the world to load. There we go. Alright, I might need to adjust my mod settings, because those are all nodes for like resources or something. Maybe a collectible or something. I don't remember exactly what those nodes, light beams, represent. I'll figure that out. Where am I starting off here? There's a copper ore. I'd like to start somewhere flat. Let's see. I got a whole bunch of stuff in my inventory. Not full inventory yet though, so that's good at least. Alright. Let's find somewhere flat to start. Very top right corner. Oh, it's Fixmas, that's why. That's why I have so many beams everywhere.
Congratulations.
There's presents
You
everywhere.
have found your first Fixmas gift package, which is, naturally, full of gifts. The basic part necessary for most Fixmas seasonal event activities. Don't forget to check the calendar or the map to see what you can do with these gifts. Or do forget, I don't care.
Alright, and it's got all collectibles. I might need to adjust that to only do things I care about.
Potential edible collected. Eating it and surviving does not count as a valid field test and does not generate enough data for Fixit to make an informed decision. Store this potential resource for later use.
Poison clouds. Alright, I think this is an oasis, so I have some water access here when I need that. Not too bad. Let's see here. Oh, I can just straight up configure it through this. Oh, that's neat. I didn't know that was a thing. That's berries, bacon. Keep the slugs for now. Hard drives. Keep that for now. Alright, it's a little bit cleaner. Alright, add blue pins, crafting bench, hub, archipelago portal. Alright, let's see. What, is there any iron nearby? Zero question. There's a few. Ooh, it's a pier too. Alright, we can start with that. Stinger protein, alright, I'll take that.
Just get back to work.
Rude. I don't know if this is deep enough for pumps, but I guess we'll figure that out later. I've not done too much in the desert area. Nope. Do not like those. No thanks, stay away. I'll grab this one here.
Harvest the scripture. Compose it into a blood song. The astrobiologist Dr. D.M. Mercer was the first to recognize the presence and probable nature of these alien artifacts. These chain-melted state spheres are named in his honor. Each sphere emits a unique signal and will require study to determine local application, store it for later use. Samples of unknown alien species acquired. Their weaponized plasma is most likely stored as a stable chemical substance in an organ close to their mouth, and only turns volatile when exposed to one of the chemical elements in the air. Preserve the remains for later study.
A little bit of that for the
This
man later.
semi-slug species seems to persist entirely through absorbing and storing energy from its surroundings. Studying this could provide new methods for improving fix-it production line efficiency. Store this potential resource for later use.
What was black?
Unknown metal collected. This metallic element is showing properties similar to those in Group 11 on the periodic table, such as high conductivity and malleability. Store this potential resource for later use.
Back to this ore. This way. It looks like copper. It is, in fact, iron. Oh, this is the impure. I don't care about that. Which one's the pure? A little bit off. Over this way. The water, yep, okay.
Yes, well done.
Okay, yeah, even though that was limestone on top and looks like limestone, it's actually iron because of the node randomization, so I can work with this. Construction, miner. Let's go and build the hub right around here, I guess. It's right next to the oasis, seems fitting. Power facing, face it this way. So we got here some quartz, sure.
Unknown crystalline mineral collected. This mineral is composed of the same chemical elements as quartz and may yield similar industrial functions. Store this potential resource for later use.
Usual, filling my inventory with a whole bunch of just random crap. Alright. What do I have? Constructor. Do I have biofuel recipe yet? Biomass I do, and solid biofuel. Nice, okay. Coal straight in here. Can't remember. I don't think so. It needs specifically coal. Yep. All right. Stick that in there to get started. Let's see here. Storage containers, belts, foundations. All right, yeah, someone already sent me foundations, which is great. I can just go ahead and start with that. Let's see. What was the button for? There we go. Yeah. Zoop. Get our zoop on. Alright, so with this going, 120 per minute. It's been a while since I've done the early game. This only does 60 per minute, so we're going to be limited by our belt for the time being. But that is fine. We can work with that. Let's see here. Oh, I don't even have iron ingot recipe yet. All right, that will make things tricky. What do I have access to here?
Welcome to Fixmas, an official Fix-It seasonal event, brought to you by official Fix-It Fun engineers. Fixmas is based on a seasonal holiday popular in several cultures and religions, often seen as a winter holiday because no one actually cares about Australasia. The event is vetted to be 100% pioneer-appropriate fun and is not obligatory. Fixmas enables many new distracting activities focused on building the giant Fixmas tree. These activities, in the interest of...
I know what Fixmas is.
This data cartridge...
All right, get steel ingots. Do I have iron in here somewhere? Reinforced iron plate. Other people's stuff. Bear Mark II. All right, basic iron go. Do I have any of those yet? I have reinforced iron plates. I do. I don't think. Oh, I have enough iron rods. Let's check. That'll be close. I am short. No, I'm not. I need to. Alright, there we go. So basic iron ingot, not actual iron ingot. Let's see, what's the... Yeah, there we go. Oh, it's because our starting recipes were randomized. I need to do it in a foundry. I also have basic iron ingots, which... Alright, I need coal for that. Alrighty. fun. Guess I need to find some copper. Is there any copper nearby? There's a pure over there I can drag over. Maybe I'll do here. I'll just converge the two. Let me just mark this. Take a look over in that direction. Guess I should look at all my other recipes to attack again. No, okay. There it is. This area might work. What's this over here? Looks like copper, but is it copper? Probably not. Ooh, quaternium and pure. Alright, that'll be useful a little bit later. First, alright, so I'm gonna move things around. Probably set up a main base here. Deal with water a little bit later. Sulfur, alright, that'll be useful. That's one thing about the randomized nodes is sometimes useful things can spawn right next to you. Also makes things tricky because I'm like, alright, everything is so spread out. Alright, let me take all my foundations back. Miner can stay. Let's go ahead and just build belts over that direction. I'm weird. I like to make sure they don't clip through things. Eventually I get lazy to the point where I'm like, alright, whatever, I don't care anymore. But at the beginning, I'll at least help a little bit. To there for now. This is what some limestone. This is that quaternium. Actual copper is way over here. Let's just build the hub here for now. Have access to the MAM yet? No, I do not have access to the MAM yet. Okay. Have to start generating some power. So we'll just do that right over here. All right, so structure, build some biomass. I like to split them up. One doing, don't need a whole lot. One doing leaves, one doing wood. So used to having whatever the blades are, I always forget what they're called. Be able to jump on things immediately. Alright, and then from here, for now. Up a little bit. Fireplates already. Shouldn't have gone too crazy with the foundations, I guess, until I start getting the plates up and made. For that too. Okay. I need to handcraft a little bit until I get the plates up and going. I'm going to need a lot of belts to bring over the copper from over there and the iron from over there in order to just make iron bars. So just hit this, be a dirty handcrafter for a little bit. For foundries, do I have it? Okay, I do have access to foundries. Need more rods though. Guts or anything on me? No. Let's get a foundry up and going just so I can start making some bars. I can hand load a few things just to start off. Iron rods, okay. Here. Maybe I shouldn't have sent so many away to start off. Oh, I do have some ingots on me. Okay. Oh, yeah. I guess I don't need a foundry. I can handcraft bars. All right. Dirty handcrafting, but it's fine. It's needed to start off. since I can handcraft these things, I'll actually focus on getting the power up and going first. Then I'll focus on the other stuff. So back to what I was doing here. It's too steep. What? This is going to be making not biomass, solid biofuel, please. So I'm going to make it at full speed, but good enough for now. So, yeah, the fact I am in a desert is going to make getting leaves a little difficult. Consumption yet. Weird that it is, but just turn it on to force that. Yep, that's fine. There's nothing in them. There should be nothing running. Maybe these aren't smart like the standalones are. That's possible. Some plates. All right. Let's see here. Let's not use these ones because these suck anyway. Power, biomass burner. Now, guess it consumes a little bit for its... Does it consume anything? Huh. I don't know. I didn't think so. Just shut those down for now. I thought they were smart that if they didn't need to burn, they wouldn't, but apparently something on the grid is consuming power. Don't exactly know what. That's fine. Alright. Do I have the stuff to make a miner? I do. Here, find this copper and bring it over. Hey, it was actually...
The Summer Sloop was named after Marie Somerville, co-founder of Fixit and head of its R&D department. There are many theories about the origin of this shape and why this symbol mathematically resembling a Mobius strip has found its way into both human and extraterrestrial culture. Thankfully, you don't need to know any of these theories to be a pioneer. Store it for later use. Fun fact, the planet you are on was found and named during a planet spotting event Marie hosted called Marie's Awesome Scientific Search of the Avant-Garde Exoplanets. Samples of new alien species acquired. Notable features are blunt teeth, suggesting it is herbivorous, and a thickly plated skull and spine, suggesting it is proficient at inflicting and receiving blunt force trauma. Preserve the remains for later study.
Too far with this. Until I get some more plates. Drag the power out there. Presents out there. Still burning. There, it's just a graphical glitch. Alright, so liner up and going. Well, yeah, one of them hooked up to power. Should hook up the other one to power real quick. Pure sulfur. coming over. Copper coming over. Jeez.
Not worth the effort.
You are right there, Ada. You are right. Alright. Let's see here. If we plop down a couple actual miners. Spend power to gather a little bit while I get my base started. There. Just to get some up and going. Do the same for the copper. Keep thinking, ooh, copper. Nope, there's no copper. Nothing for now. Plates up and going. At least get one belt going of ingots. Scale up from there. I'm a man. I'll have a whole bunch of stuff to research.
Do we need that?
I do not. Go at least mine this and stop looking at it. I have quaternium nearby, and I can make some quaternium already, so that'll be a nice source of wire to start off at least. Dump off some stuff that I don't need right now. You. Sort these. Yeah, enough for now. Alright. Do this. This here. Down to this area for now. I think we'll set up right around there. What is this again? Was this the Caternium? Yes. Caterium. That'll be very useful. See if we can grab that copper and bring it over. Still need more plates though. Yeah, definitely going to need some more plates. Yeah, that's the point where I just don't care anymore. And I'm out of plates. Let's go pick up this copper over here. Right next to this. Oh yeah, the Sam. Or I can at least get the foundry started. See, I'm gonna need a lot of places to bring this copper over. We'll set it up right here. Why not? Oh, and I'm out of plates. All right, no more foundations. We're doing it dirty for now, at least. This up later. All right, how much of each do I need? Gonna be, isn't one belt 30 per minute? Oh, 60 per minute. Okay, so one belt will still be enough to fully saturate this. And then I'll definitely be able to pull off a little bit of copper for hopefully copper ingots. Let's see. Nope. I also need iron for copper. Okay. Well, with that quaternium, I hopefully don't need that much copper, honestly. Because the wire will be taken care of with the quaternium for a long while. So it might be okay. Let's see. Power. Come over. Step down there for now. Put some bars and everything. Just need everything. Yeah, know how it is. Do some dirty handcrafting. Hopefully, we should be nearly about the end of the handcrafting. I'm going to generate power is going to be a interesting one, though. But hopefully, it started off with enough solid biofuel that it should be okay. I hope. I need to go make a trek to some lush area to just grab a whole bunch of leaves and bring it back. Alright, handcrafting, go. Don't need to do all of that because I have some to plop down into the foundry. Let that do the rest. Just need just enough to get up and going. Oh, and any more rods, of course. Too steep, of course. Figured it would be. This is going to be plates. These are just going to be rods. Just to get something up and going. Too steep? No, actually not. This needs to be copper. Here needs to be iron. Go ahead, power it up, I guess. Less than a belt isn't 6, yeah. I can't even fully saturate one belt. Oh, I can't. You know, I mean, I'm creating too much for a single belt with just one foundry. So I am doing 30, 15. Do one more with you. There. Messy, but it works. Okay. Those up and going at the moment. Well, so many plates, so many plates. Oh, actually, it's already connected. Isn't it going? Did I not power it? Or is it just going to take a moment to get here? Yeah, it's probably still on its way here. Yep, there he goes. Okay, cool. We'll get there eventually. Leaves here. There are some. Start collecting some of this. eventually get that Quaternium up and going, making wire before I actually need it. Yeah, let's actually do that while I'm thinking about it. Blade runners, I can't jump up there. There we go. A little bit more of that going. That should be going to the biomass. Yeah. A little bit get going, but it's fine. It should not go. Iron still trying to get here. Man, tier 1 belts. Yep, so slow. Alright. Let's just throw it up that way. Get some power here. Minute. Does 45 per minute. Can do 2 of them at 30. Yeah. Save a little bit of power. That's gonna be way too close. So much room to work with here. I need to stop making everything so constricted. Alright. Nope, not what I wanted to do. Sticks, merger. Need more plates. Luckily, I have plates right here. There, all 6 plates. It's fine, that's all I need. Now. Those up and going. Let's power over. Let's see here. Constructor. What are we doing here? 10 per minute. Nope, not a constructor. Oh, yeah, constructor. 15 per minute. Work. I had so much wire at the beginning of the game before. We'll go as fast as I can. Yeah, it's, if I have a secondary output, it doesn't matter, the input is the bottleneck. Build a second foundry won't help too terribly much. Just let it go for now. Get that going. Build a storage container. Need more rods. Plates. So many plates. I have the basics started now. Alright, let's go see what we need to unlock stuff. Plates, rods, and concrete. Quick wire, yeah. Steel. Okay. That's an unusual one to have in tier 1, but take it. I think I do have some summer sloops. I need more. I might need some sand, which there is some sand nearby. We'll take a look at that. Is my MAM in here anywhere? Smart plating, which I need for my space elevator. Care about conveyor mark 2 would be useful. I'll really fix higher in ingots. Okay. Definitely don't need iron wire. Hey, rocket fuel. Alright, well, I can't make my space elevator yet, so someone else has my space elevator. But this, I think, can be useful. Let's see if I can actually build that or not. So that'll solve all my power problems. Alright. I'll have enough wire, and I'll definitely have enough wire in the future. Gonna wait a little bit more for that. I think I will actually build another foundry and just hand feed it. Because there is at least another. Oh, there's not the industrial storage yet. I don't have two inputs and outputs yet. Duh. I do need to finish that. But it takes so little copper, I think it'd be better if I just run and pick it up for now. That's going to require a lot of plates to carry that over. That is way over here. More presents falling from the sky. Get off my conveyor. I guess, well, no. 'Cause I think I set it so progression is not on my hard drives. So my space elevator should not be on a hard drive somewhere. Not looking at all. Because again, no power. Why do I keep forgetting to set up power? I think I might need to do another foundry that just dedicates to plates. 'Cause I need so many. Just manually feed it. Yeah, I think I will. Say copper is slow enough. I could just pull from this one over here. Spaghettiums grow. This is gonna be iron. But it's fine. I'll make it work. I'll clean this up later. This is gonna screw. Nope. Yeah, two. Go pick up all that iron that's sitting around.
Ho ho, oh whatever.
Such a Grinch. But I agree with her.
A baby could have found this.
That's very true.
I'm sure this is useful to someone, somewhere.
Let's put the hot on the conveyor belt to go a little faster. All that copper iron can go in here. Or copper iron. Iron ore. Red iron canister. Okay. Juice. Slop. So does that. Yeah, we got a lot more bars coming in. Or not bars. Well, also bars, but also plates. There we go. There's that wire. So much wire. Plates coming in. Nice. Is there any limestone around? I need some concrete at some point. Kind of far away. Well, there's a pure one at least. Alright, real question is, do I have the recipe for concrete? I do. Alright. So, let this go just a little bit until I can finish out this milestone. And then I'll go get a concrete factory set up. A factory, a miner and a couple constructors, and call it good. Alright, that's enough plates for the milestone. Okay, now I still got plenty. I need so much stuff for that. find it, maybe enough free recipe or free samples can give me enough for that as well. Let's see here. Let's empty out my inventory a little bit. It did give me at least everything but the sloops. I do have one sloop, I think. I'm gonna have to ride it out and go find some more. Yeah, one sloop. If I do that, that'll solve my early game power at least. So that's nice. What do I actually need? I need these things. Need those will work. Concrete wires. Here. Those can stay in there for now. I'll come back for you later. Keep you as well. Go sloop hunting, but first let's get concrete up and going. So let's make sure I have enough to do everything before I run all the way over there. So that means this is less than 60. That's what, 30, 45 per minute. So I do 2 constructors underclocked. That will work for a single Mark 1 belt for the time being. So, constructors. I definitely need more plates. Everything else should be fine. Take the rods to one here. Okay, how do I make cable? Is it just straight wire? It is. So let's do that while I am being flooded with wire. Single constructor. It's apparently taken up an entire belt. This is 80 per minute. Okay. have each one of these assigned to its own constructor, because that's just ridiculous. This is such a mess. This is my mess. That's definitely too close. And going. Okay. Gun. Plates are okay. Everything else seems okay. Alright. Ping that limestone. Let's see what was up here. Right on the other side of the water. Collecting power from the iron mine. Now better not be in that poison area. Messed up. There it is. Oh, my Blade Runners, please. Okay, there we go. Alright, it's just past the poison. That's good. Deal. Come back. Alrighty. Spit out this way. Speak computers. Alright. Well, I'll have pieces for computers yet, but good to have. Let's see here. I want to do concrete. It's too close. Okay, that is up and going until I get Mark II belts at least. Alright, question, are there any more sloops nearby? What color or sloops? Effects are red, so those could be sloops, could also be Mercer spheres. Let's go take a look.
Waves lap at our shores. When will you land? The effigy has no song, only echoes, but it is part of a river. Why does the effigy avoid the windows?
Attention. Your brain's operations are outside typical parameters. Time spent daydreaming will be deducted from your sustenance budget.
Oh, not my sustenance budget. I like my sustenance budget. Some big beefy boys up there. Stand behind this and be safe. Maybe not. Almost did. Let's just heal up a little bit. Okay, that's fine. We deal with you. The bigger one, that's a little bit more of an issue. dealt with. Two sloops. Let's see if I can find 8 more. I don't know what yellow is. Oh, yellow slug. That would make sense.
Potential edible collected. Reminder that look and smell alone do not provide sufficient data to determine exact risk of consumption. Just because it looks like you can eat it does not mean it won't eat you. Store this potential resource for later use.
A few of these, like that one, are underground, so a little annoying to get to. But easily accessible areas. Till I'll get a zip line or a jetpack or something. Be able to go get the rest. It should be okay on power for a little bit. Yeah, I'm still not even through half of what I started with. Alright, let's do a couple more milestones before I hop off. Let's see here. What would be the most useful? There I need... Radio control system would be nice, but that will be needed later. It's all a bunch of progressive stuff for other people, I believe. Yeah, purple is progression, so that one would be good for others. This gets me started on that, but I don't have a refinery yet. Some good stuff for other people. This would be nice. I don't remember the recipe for it though. Nothing I can immediately use. Let's just help out some other people. This one. Make some screw production, but I should have some. No, I should not have some given to me. I'll just handcraft some screws. Send it off. Alright, made a little bit of progress. Got the basics up and going. Once that autosave hits, I think I will go ahead and take a break. I'll be heading out into town a little bit later tonight, so gotta get ready for that. I will probably be back sometime tomorrow, probably, to continue this. Maybe someone will send me my space elevator by then, but we shall see. But until then, remember, always pet the cat. And I will catch you guys